on, guys, gals, aliens, and DJ freaks? Welcome to Dano Crypto. On this channel, I'll show you guys how to make simple, effective, and easy moves in the cryptocurrency ecosystems. What is going on? I hope everyone is doing well on this fine Wednesday. And sorry for missing the earlier 11:30 a.m. live stream. My little cub was sick today, so I was playing doctor, was taking care of her, and she did something so sweet. She just came back, she's feeling a lot better. She came back from the store with mom's, and she insisted on getting me flowers for taking care of her so well. I was like, she's the sweetest. The sweetest little thing. So guys, here you go. Here's some beautiful flowers. You can look at this. Well, I'll say life is beautiful. The market is still beautiful. Even though we've been going through a little bit of bearish price action, guys, I think that ultimately we wanted to do this live stream to not be bearish, to not be bullish, but just to mainly talk about a topic of just simplifying your crypto strategy. And it could be as easy as just find your narratives, find the coins that you've already been researching into, but you just haven't had enough conviction to stay in it long enough, or really put your money where your mouth is, or really just actually build up a good solid list of projects through different narratives like gaming, AI, layer ones, layer twos, whatever it may be, Bitcoin, Ethereum, go down the list. And so we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the strong meme coins and the meme mascots and what coins are having the best trading volume right now. And we're going to go into a little bit of the Bitcoin price analysis, a little bit of a market overview, and we're going to play some clips from some presidential candidates and previous presidents that are indeed in the race. And crypto is one of the bigger topics on the ballot and for discussion for the next 5 months going into November for the presidential election. So we have a lot going on the table. We also have Ethereum is going to be launching its exchange traded product, an ETF, exchange traded fund, and that is going to be happening in July, the beginning of July. First week of July, second week of July, somewhere around there. So that is also going to be putting speculation into how much is going to be inflowing into that for Ethereum. And then we've speculated that we are going to be going into a altcoin summer, and it's going to be led by certain altcoins and certain projects that we think are going to be kind of the bull run chargers. And we think that's Pepe, Brett, Ponky, Kendu Inu, Harry Potter, Sonic Obama 10 Inu, a couple other ones that we think are going to kind of carry this meme narrative. And yeah, we're going to get into it, guys. So make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Do appreciate you guys tuning into the live stream. And do me a favor and just share this to X if you haven't already. And we'll go ahead and put the link in the chat so you guys can take that. All right. So simplify your strategy. So how can you simplify your strategy? Well, first let's look at these gaps here. So we always watching these CME gaps here and there. Sometimes they tend to get filled. So we have 3 of them here. We have a gap at 64,000, 67, and 66. And then we also have a support level at a juicy 57,140. So could this have been the bear trap to get us down to this liquidity low, to get us back up into the CME gap of 64,000, which would complete this gap, complete here, and complete here? We've broken down from these levels. If we fib traced from here, we've had a pretty good consolidation level. And I would say that getting back up to the 0.786, the 69,900, and also getting up to the 0.618, the 67. This is a interesting price area, the 67,200. I think this would be a key level to look at for price to bounce to if we indeed go as low as what we just previously did at 58,000. So these are some key points here. I think we're due to probably go to 57,140. I think sometimes this is a sucker's rally. It's a little bit of a liquidity grab, a sucker's rally, a bull trap, get you to go long. And if you don't take profits and get out while you can, while you get out alive, take profits, and then basically go back in short. This would be the level. This 57,100 level. And so I would be looking at that for Bitcoin. And so we're going to analyze Ethereum right now. We're going to go into Ethereum. Now for Ethereum, I think we could have some lower prices for Ethereum. The lowest of on the entire market going down with Bitcoin. Ethereum went to 3,232. And you can see here that when it got that low, the RSI got a little oversold. And we can see that the next key support level is at this $3,100 level. So if we get Bitcoin going down and also Ethereum going down to get a little bit lower to get cheaper prices for the ETF, this is the same thing that happened with Bitcoin. So if you guys remember, if you guys remember when the Bitcoin, right before the Bitcoin ETFs were trading, the price went down. The price went down basically for a last little liquidity grab for institutional buying to scoop up some lower prices. So I would think and wager to bet that going into this weekend and going into the first week of July, we're going to see maybe a midweek next week pump for the markets. But until then, I think we're going to be going down. So I think we're probably going to be going down to this 3,100 level. We had resistance off of this 3,371, and I think that is going to definitely, it's going to definitely do some things. It's definitely going to do some things. Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right, but let's see who's in the chat. Let's see who's in the chat. Welcome, Jason Beats, Kalichia, gotcha. Who else is in here? Smash up the like button. I do appreciate it. All right, let's go to this this clip where Trump was on the All In podcast, and they were talking about the economy, regulation, taxes, tariffs, taming inflation, de-dollarization. So let's listen to a little bit of this clip here. Okay.
Understand that taxation and all of those things are correlated. Do you have an idea of why that is? Like, why don't people...
Better job. And I got the biggest tax cuts. The biggest tax cuts, bigger than the Reagan tax cuts, but they found regulations, and the regulation cuts were even more effective. And that's where we had the great economy, and that's where we had the most jobs ever produced.
So there's this odd thing that happens in certain states where taxes keep going up, and then you start to see the states break, right? Productivity breaks, crime goes up, and quality of life goes down. But then people don't understand that taxation and all of those things are correlated. Do you have an idea of why that is? Like, why don't people understand universally that lower taxation is better for productivity?
Well, they don't understand it, and it's such an interesting question because you look at some of these places like Chicago and New York and and LA and so many more. You know, I'd hate to even mention the three because there are worse examples than that. You look at what's happened in Oakland and you look at what's happened into some cities that are disappearing. I mean, they're literally just crime waves. Nobody lives there except for criminals because you can't live there. You can't survive there. Physically, you can't survive there. And when you look at the kind of crime that we're talking about, and then they take the power away from the police can't do anything. If they do anything to stop it, they end up losing their pension, their house, their family. They end up losing everything. They get put in jail. And we're not talking about the rogue cops who do something really bad and should be taken care of badly. You know, be nasty. You got to be nasty to them also. But mostly, I mean, these people, they want to really, like 99%, they want to stop crime. They hate to see it. They're not allowed to even, they're told not to do anything. When you see a department store that was so proud, they opened up a new store in a certain city, and all of a sudden, this, over the last couple of years has happened, this phenomena where 500 usually young people walk into the store and take everything. They have masks on. They walk out with television sets, air conditioners. They walk out with everything. This is a new phenomena that's taken place, and it's incredible. Look at drugstores. Look at what's going on. Like in New York, you walk into a chain. I've seen it twice. I don't walk into too many drugstores, but I used
would cause a massive, I think he called it the mother of all stagflation, where you would have kind of inflation because of the tariffs. You would have economic decline because more money would start to fund an increase in prices with tax coming down, tax cuts being put in place. Can you maybe just comment on the comment made by Larry Summers and how we implement tax cuts without inflation?
Well, let me say that I respect Larry Summers a lot. He's been right about a lot of things, and Obama and Biden have been wrong. Certain things that he said turned out to be true, certain things. And he really, I
think the magic thing that can happen is if you have tax cuts and lower inflation, you're keeping more of the money in the United States. You're sending less money out into flush funds, basically, that are going into all of these crazy proxy wars, defense contracts, spending on military weapons. I mean, oh my gosh, just like keep going down the list. And imagine all that money staying in the country whilst cutting a little bit of the taxes. And then there is just more money in general to be able to handle certain things, like purchasing really, really good medical equipment for our hospitals, and better resources for the military here and the police and stuff like that. Like less people at being in prisons for minor crimes, not having prison states, things like that. That would be great. But yeah, so it's really interesting. Like if you guys are, if you're interested in watching this as the In Conversation with President Trump, they go into foreign policy. I mean, they go into, they talk about a little bit about crypto. They talk a little bit. I mean, they talk a little bit about everything. But yeah, it was interesting listening to some other comments on another video I was watching earlier today. And it was about how in the 90s, basically the health, we actually got more for our dollar in terms of what you could get in healthcare. Like the whole Obamacare and all that stuff was such a scam, and it basically made it to where it forced people to go into Obamacare, and if you didn't, you had to pick all these plans with different premiums, and basically it was this inside job with all of the healthcare providers to basically up everything, up the cost for everything, but with upping the cost with everything, you got less healthcare, you got less. You got not the bottom of the barrel when it came to the medications, and it takes longer for all that stuff to go through. You had less equipment, availability of equipment. You had companies and all these third-party medical supply companies, like AKA frickin' Martin Schreckle. He's a part of the problem. People like that coming into the space and are literally manipulating the medical supplies and raising the prices for all this stuff just so they can get a payout. And the people that have to actually that benefit from this stuff, they get chunked on the wayside. So it's stuff like that makes you think like, man, what system is going to work that we can have less manipulation, track the money that needs to be tracked. You don't have to track everyone's personal spending, but when it comes to government, hell yeah, we should be tracking those damn transactions. Hell yeah, we should be having government spending on the blockchain. Why not? Because then that is going to put them on blast. It's going to make sure that everything that we are talking about and candidates and things that we vote on in states and in our regulatory framework in the United States, and maybe even as far down as legal contracts, everything. Those things being on the blockchain, and that's why I'm very long-term bullish on crypto in terms of price, financial opportunity, and also just the benefit of us operating in a digital age where some things are great to be on the blockchain, but then we do need privacy as well, because it's this double-edged sword. We have to have privacy, but we also have to have certain things like government spending not being private. We would like to see where that $2 trillion went, Donald Rumsfeld. You bastard. All right, so in news, Pepe soars 9% on the daily. Bitcoin price is eyeing 62,000 after recent crash, but now that is a little bit of old news, because if you look at the price currently right now, it's not sitting at 62,000. It's sitting at a good 60,800. We went down below the purple box range again. We went right up to try and test it, and we couldn't break out of it. So that's what I was saying in the previous stream. I said, look, if we try and break back in and we don't break out and start pushing these levels, and we go right back down, then that's going to be our indication of a possible test to this low right here on the bottom of the band in this little swoop. Now, I would say there's a big chance we go right to there. We go right here and bounce, or we go right here. We just crush right through this really fast and we bounce. Hey, what is going on, Yoga with the Omis? Good to see you as well. It's good to see everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. I know it's the middle of the week. I know sometimes some people, when they get to the middle of the week, they either just like stand there and they have to kind of recoup, or they just jump right through the middle of the week. they just really get it. Got to ride over that hump. Today was kind of a weird day. It was like, when you have to still do stuff, but your kid is sick and you have to take care of them, and they're you gotta make sure they're okay. You have to be the mama bear or the papa bear and get them good, get them okay. So that was what we were doing today, just healing up the girl. And I guess she appreciated it, because man, she was wanting to shower me with flowers, which is it's so awesome. That was really so sweet. For you guys who are just coming in, or you're just tuning in to the Dano Crypto live stream, we were taking care of our daughter today. She was sick, and she's feeling a lot better now. And so they went to the store, and she insisted on getting me a bouquet of flowers because I took care of her so well. And my wife was like, "What about me?" She's like, "Shit, what about me? What do you do?" That made us laugh. That was a good one. All right, guys. So we got, I don't know if this is a top signal, but we got people trading in the operating room, in the labor room. I'm not sure if we agree with this. I think Sam Price is taking it to another level. Taking it to another level for the X. Oh, man. And then we got CryptoFace just showing what happens to the, quote, pencil necks. This is what happens to the pencil necks that don't follow the charts. They get chomped. They get straight chomped by Chalino. The pencil necks. All right, so I thought this was pretty interesting. Cointelegraph, Kendu Inu, the one that aims to rule them all. So is that true? I don't know. I mean, Kendu Inu right now, in terms of holders, there's 13,000 holders, raw organic holders. No major influencers are talking about it in a way like people are talking about Brett. If you would consider me a major influencer, then I have been talking about it. I'm trying my best to consider myself in that category, but you know, we do our best. Sometimes we have Kanye level confidence, and sometimes we're like on a tricycle playing a trumpet with a spinny hat, and it can get like that sometimes. But luckily, we weigh more on the side of having just enough Kanye confidence to make it happen. But I'm sure you guys have your moments where you're like, yes, I'm going to freaking get it. And then there's other days where you're like, with a spinning hat. And I don't know if I even want to consider, gosh, calling yourself an influencer. I don't want to an influencer. How about an enthusiast? I don't know. What's a better term? An enthusiast? All right, so why Kendu Inu? Community centrism, collective work, experience leadership, Australian pseudo-anonymous founder. We've had a few conversations. We've popped up an associate. I'm an associate. You are all my associates. Associating. I'm an associate. I'm an associate. All right, so the record growth, which it is true. Okay, so Kendu Inu has amassed nearly 12,000 unique holders alongside a vibrant and growing community. So I attest this is that it grew really fast. Very unexpectedly, because a lot of the times, I mean, you guys got to be honest. I mean, there's been 100 different types of Shiba Inu type coins. There's a blah blah Inu. There's a kitty Inu. There's a whatever Inu. There's a type of Inu around. But this one, for some reason, actually started to pick up some traction. The chart spoke for itself. The raw organic unique holders speaks for itself. And so this is why I started to add this to my pick as a strong meme for 2025. Now, why am I saying 2025? Now, 2025, I'm looking at Bitcoin having it took 6 months to 7 months from each halving, and we've explained this in most of our live streams. If you've been on this channel before, we've explained this, and this will help you. And the title says simplify your strategy. Okay, so how can you simplify your strategy? Well, you can say that if you give yourself from each halving date, you got 7 months of DCA accumulation. And if you were just to DCA and just buy a certain amount, no matter what the price is of whatever your strong picks are, because we're not going to tell you what to buy or what your picks need to be. I've just been telling you what mine are. So here's the deal. I'm going to be DCAing into Brett for base chain, and that's it. That's it. I'm getting ETH and I'm getting Brett. That's it. Okay, so I'm not going to go into anything else. I don't want to get distracted. I don't want to do what I did with Pepe. I'm going to tell you I made a big mistake getting so distracted by crypto Twitter, which is a cesspool boiling pimple pot of garbage coins that will come out to distract you from all you had to do was DCA and hold and just wait. Just wait. Now, I'm not going to say that that works for every single coin. But when you just see the writing on the wall, once you get to maybe the 5-month period, the 6-month period where you're like, okay, I see this thing actually starting to do something. I feel like this could be the thing. And if you're willing to lose it, whatever you put in, $1,000, $2,000, whatever that may be, over a span of just 1 year of your life, and I use this as an example, Pepe as the example of 1 year, all you had to do was wait 1 year and not get distracted by crypto Twitter. All you had to do was wait 1 year and not get distracted by garbage, absolute garbage, get distracted by Ben Armstrong's drama. Everyone was so up in Ben Armstrong's ass with his drama and Ben.eth and Cassie and oh, what's going to happen with BitBoy's channel? Oh my God. The whole time everyone getting distracted. All you had to do was just buy Pepe and turn your phone off, turn the TV off, turn everything off. Everything. Shut your eyes down and just buy Pepe. That's literally all you had to do. Now, Pepe wasn't the only coin that you could have done that with. You could have done it with Shiba Inu. You could have even done it with Chainlink. You could have even done it with Chainlink. You could have gone into Chainlink right here, all from 2022, this entire year, for a whole year, $6. That's the Chainlink, okay? Now look at Pepe. Look at this. Look at Shiba. Same thing. Accumulation rate. Look at this. Now, I've used Pepe as the example, as the major example, because of its massive run. I mean, look. Look at this. I know, Yoga with the Omis. I know. But I'm not the only one. I'm telling you, if it was that easy to not get distracted by the market, because especially when you are an influencer and you have to make videos and you're doing the thing and you got to talk about the markets. You don't have to, but at the same time, it's almost like it kind of gets you to almost jump around a little too much, you know? You're like, oh, there's this thing. Let me talk about this thing. Oh, this thing and that thing. And just like Big Daddy Super Bowls Rothschild said, even though we broke out, SHIB has still got so much to grow. It's still got a lot to go. That's why whales are still accumulating. I mean, if SHIB wasn't going to go anywhere, they weren't thinking it was going to break all-time highs. This is a 422% move to the upside for Shiba Inu. Now, Shiba Inu is in the top 15 of cryptocurrency projects in terms of market cap. Now, let's go to CoinMarketCap really quick. And we're going to look. And right now, it's in the top 15. It's that number 13. Now, Toncoin, look how quick Toncoin got up to $18 billion market cap. Okay? Now, what's very, very interesting is that we have Pepe climbing up the ranks at 5 billion, and people are speculating that Brett is going to be in this run look, it's already up in the top 60. It's at a $1.5 billion market cap. So at the price it is right now, 15 cents at a $1.5 billion market cap. If we get to a $10 billion market cap, we're at $1. We're basically at $1 for Brett. You put that in perspective of Brett and Pepe that are not listed on Coinbase and speculated to get listed on Coinbase and Robinhood. They do not want to miss out on this trading volume. Pepe's trading volume right now is at almost $1 billion in trading volume in the past 24 hours. And then you look at Brett, and Brett is at $55 million trading volume. It's out of this world. Out of this world. And I know you guys love Jasmine. I know the people that watch this channel, they really love Jasmine. So we're probably going to end up making a Jasmine video, deep diving into it, and then putting our money where our mouth is and buying a little bit of a bag. What do you guys think? What do you say? What do you say? What say you? And we're going to make a video on Thor. We're going to make videos on all of our coins that we've been following on this past couple of years, and for this bull run. We have our outliers. Like, we have the coins that we have picked for. It's our mixed bag portfolio. So our mixed bag portfolio is basically the things that we are actively DCAing into, and what we would like to hold into 2025. It's Pepe, Bitcoin, Brett, Kronos, Crow Token, linkwithcrypto.com. We have XYO. We have Near Protocol, Phantom, Chainlink, Medieval Empires, Nakamoto Games. We have Thorchain, Stacks, Polygon, Radium, Solana. I still think even with the Solana FUD, Solana is going to go to $1,000. In 2025, Solana will be at $1,000. If we get market caps for Brett and Pepe and all these things going into the 10 to billions to 20 billion market caps, I think Solana will be getting even just a chunk market share going into Solana. And hopefully with the death of all of the garbage tokens and it going to the key outlying gems, which I've already told you guys what that is, and that's Ponky for me, for Solana. All right, we got Metis, Optimism, and Arbitrum for the stacks that they provide and the off and onboarding ramps and all of the liquidity and things like that. I think Optimism and Arbitrum are just going to, over time, perform well and offer decent, stable yields at a 5 to 10x. STG, I think, is going to do really, really well as a solid 10 between 10 and 20x altcoin going into, I think, what was the all-time high for STG was $4. Was $4 in 2022. Not that long ago. And then we just got, a peak almost back to try and test into the dollar ranges. Had some really nice peaks up here. $1.19. So from 38 cents to even come up to $1, past $1, and also test up into these levels at these prices here above $2.32. And, not many people talk about it. Not many people talk about Stargate Finance and what the capabilities are of it. It's cross-chain liquidity providing. You can stake your tokens and things like that. You can stake the SDG on there. You can bridge, I believe. I mean, it's kind of a multi-protocol DApp, and you can hold this token on the Polygon network, Avalanche, on BNB, Phantom, Arbitrum. And I hold it on Polygon, so this is just things to keep on the radar. So keep going down the list, and then you got Orca and Orca. If you don't know what Orca and Radium are, those are just the dexes for Solana, and then you got Then you got Dogecoin. So this is just kind of a mixed bag, small mixed bag. And then top 5 coins. This list changes up. This list definitely changes up. I'd say my top 5 would be Brett, Pepe, Polygon, Bitcoin, Ponky. I would say Ponky's kind of like thrown in there. It's just my Solana play. It's not like I have any attachment or anything to Ponky, but the reason why Pepe and Brett is I think those are going to be the strongest, highest traded volume meme coins out of all of them. And all of the other ones I just truly believe are just distractions to take your money because they know these things are going to do well. That's why I think there was major FUD on Brett to begin with. I think people were jealous. I think people were probably jealous at the fact that they didn't get these prices right here. They FUD'd the shit out of it and said it was a scam to try and get you to sell your bags. And then, lo and behold, it's not a scam. It's going to end up being the official meme coin and unofficial mascot for the base chain for Coinbase. So it's going to be the onboarding coin, I think, for the bull run. So I'm holding this thing into 2025, and that's why I'm not going to get distracted. I'm going to DCA, and I'm not going to be a Jeet. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do this right this time, and not to say that I haven't done it right in different scenarios, but I'm talking for like mass gains. It's not that we haven't made gains. It's not that we haven't made a 5x or a 10x or whatever it may be, but I'm talking major 20x, 25x, 30x. I'm talking actually making Shiba Inu type, Dogecoin type gains from having just a little bit more of a diamond in here in your freaking hand and not shaking it around. You can still take profits, but it's not about getting a 2x and then dumping the entire thing in 1 month. I'm so done with that type of mentality because that mentality is going to wreck you. Fast money is going to be the easiest money to lose, and the money that you gain consistently over time is going to be the money that you actually care about, probably a little bit more. And you're also going to build up a lot more of it over time, and it's going to be steady and consistent. And that's where we're going to go into why this video is titled the way it is, and I hope it's helping. I hope it helps you guys to simplify your strategy, pick your coins, pick what your strategy is, and just simplify it. Have a little bit of Bitcoin, have a little bit of Ethereum, have a little bit of the strong narratives, have your meme plays. Don't invest any money that you can't afford to lose. Don't put your rent money and things that are your food grocery bill towards speculating into freaking daddy coins. Don't do it. Don't do it. Now, for your strategy, if you're simplifying it, say before you didn't have a strategy at all, then all you have to do is just say, okay, if I didn't have a strategy, I'm just kind of chucking darts at the board and seeing what sticks. But maybe you can just say, okay, well, look, what do I like? Let me pick 5 things. Let me pick 5 coins and just get $1,000 into each one. Make that a goal. Make that a plan. Make that a strategy. I'm going to pick my 5 best coins that I think are going to do well in this bull run, and I'm going to put $1,000 into each one. It doesn't have to be like you have to put $1,000 right on the day of what the coin is. No, maybe your goal is just say, hey, I just want $1,000 in each coin. And until I get to that point, you feel that, and you're like, okay, I accomplished that goal. Maybe I'm just going to keep going because that's worked. Maybe in doing that strategy, you realize that just DCAing and holding and not worrying about the prices and not getting distracted by people that are bearish in the market or bullish in the market, or you're looking at the thumbnails with people going like this, there's blood at the streets, and it makes you end up selling something or going in, because what they do is they tell you that there's blood in the streets, but then there's this new meme coin that they're so great, and you end up selling your coins at a loss and going into some bullshit that just launched. And the team's like, oh, yeah, we're really looking forward to the next 4 hours of this project. And you had been in this project that has been building through the bear market for like a year, and you sold it. You went into this thing, and then all of a sudden, the project that you had been DCAing into this whole time pumps like 150%. It is exactly what happens to 98% of the people that get into crypto. Don't let people lie to you. Don't let people convince you that they are just 100% success rate. Oh, it's happened to like probably 99.8% of us, and the 0.2%, 0.2 whatever percent, it's like the casino. The true strategy, and I'm telling you this from experience, the true strategy is hodl with a plan to take profits and build upon your strategy, and always make sure you're trimming the fat and simplifying it. Don't make it too complicated. And the biggest rule I can give to you is to do not get distracted. If you feel like you're feeling this FOMO and this like, oh, like this thing, like get off of crypto Twitter, get off of it. Throw your phone, like just chuck it, just like chuck that thing, just like be like, if you start to feel it, be like, and chuck it. Turn everything off, because that you're this damn close to breaking your damn strategy. Because Polly released a token. Polly released a Pepe fork. Oh my gosh. We all just praise Polly. Praise Polly. Makes me sick. Makes me sick. By the time you hear about pork, you're already been porked. It's so ridiculous. I'm telling you guys the truth. It's the truth. It is the 100% truth. I'm getting intense, guys, because I am the example. I have done this. I did this to myself. There's been plenty of opportunities. And sometimes it's very, very simple, but can be one of the hardest things to do. Because as humans, you get dropped in that casino mindset. Oh, I want to turn $100 into 10,000 in a day. I want to blah, blah, blah. I want it now. Right now. That's never going to work. And crypto Twitter will psyop your ass into thinking that that is true. All it takes is one video of someone scrolling through their phone, showing you their Solana wallet. It's always a Solana wallet, isn't it? It's always a Solana wallet. Guys, I'm telling you right here, Dano Crypto, you are being psyoped out of your bags that you knew for months and months were the ones you probably should have been holding. It's a hard truth. But it's okay. I forgive you. We forgive you. I'm going to forgive myself. I hope other people can forgive me. Because you know what? We learn and we move on and we recognize that we were weak, that we did not stick to our plan. We went against our intuition. We went against what we felt was probably one of the funniest, easiest, strongest narratives that you could ever have in crypto. A fucking frog. All right, guys. That's it. I gotta end the stream because we're off the chain. And I hope you've enjoyed this stream. I hope you've taken any kind of golden nuggets out of this. I hope you have simplified your strategy. If you have felt like you've done everything that I've explained in this live stream. Yes, Big Daddy Superballs Rothschild, I will rise up and I will become the King Cobra. All right, guys. I'll see you on the next one. God bless every single one of you and your families. I hope you are feeling absolutely charged up by this live stream and by these cryptocurrency markets. And I hope that if there's anything that you needed a little bit of a push to start doing, whether it be something creative, whether it be a project that you've been working on, and you're like, oh, just like, I don't know how to start it. Start it. No more excuses. Get it done. Let's go. Let's go. I'll see you guys on the next live stream, Monday through Friday, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. On this channel, we live stream, and we're bringing you guys some of the best cryptocurrency content in the business. And we will see you on the next one. And I think we're going to be on the Moon Show tomorrow with Mr. M. So keep on the lookout for the Moon Show. If I am going on the Moon Show, I'll post a link and you guys will know. All right. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.